What's good, Makale Rasati out here in Singapore again, and it's the Night Owl Podcast, you guys. I'm so glad you're actually here to join me because I really want to introduce this concept that I think is crucial when it comes to healing yourself, especially with your emotions. I think it is so bloody necessary for you to face your emotions and name it. Call it what it is, right? Call it out by its name. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm sad. That's not enough. That's like the first grade version of this. We're old enough to be able to actually use some real vocabulary to distinguish what it is that we feel. If you're angry, what is it? Are you jealous? Are you hurt? Are you offended? Are you guilty? Are you ashamed? What kind of mad is it? That's the kind of thing I need you to think about. Because if you're not able to eloquently say exactly what it is you're feeling and where it's coming from, you don't know where to start. You need to be able to name the problem before you can start looking at solutions. You need to be able to say exactly what it is that's bothering you before you can actually work on how to fix it, how to get out of that situation, how to not have that happen again. So honestly speaking, I really think it's important for people to learn how to use the words that are provided in the English language. Now, don't get me wrong. I know very well how embarrassing this could be, how unnecessary you feel it might be, but trust me, if you can't name the problem, where are you going to start fixing it? A lot of us don't want to even tell the other person that they hurt our feelings. You don't want to say no to people. You don't want to risk the other person getting upset with you. And a lot of times we swallow our words. We try not to say anything because we don't want to start trouble, unnecessary trouble. But guess what? The more you hold your tongue, the more you keep your feelings bottled up inside, the more you deny what it is that you're feeling and talk yourself out of whether this is legitimate or not, the longer it takes for you to fix the problem and the bigger it gets. A lot of times we avoid those lessons that we know we're meant to learn because it's uncomfortable. Absolutely, having a conversation with somebody about whether or not they did something that helped you or hurt you is difficult. It's a lot easier to tell somebody, hey, you know what, that really helped. But even then, a lot of us don't even say that. We are so hell-bent on protecting our egos that we don't say the things that we really mean, which means false relationships, false expectations, false hope. There's a lot of these things that come up when you don't find the words to say what's really on your mind, when you aren't really true to yourself. And it's difficult, I get it. So here I am trying to tell you guys, hey, the fastest way to getting to what you want is to tell people what you do and don't like about the way they treat you. Yes, everybody has their own way of treating each other. Everybody works from a place of experience and old traumas that they're working through or old relationships that they're carrying baggage from. I get it. All of us have baggage. But if you're going to learn anything about the baggage you're carrying, you really need to learn to speak your mind. You really need to learn to tell people, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. Hey, I'm not going to succumb to peer pressure because I don't think that's cool. Hey, you like this cartoon, but I don't. It's really that simple. And once you find a way to speak your mind, you give the other party a chance to maybe not keep up pretenses, right? Or let them know, hey, okay, you don't like this, that's cool. Maybe we can find something else we can do together. A lot of times, baby girl and I fight over what we're going to watch. And yeah, this is completely unrelated, but hear me out. She's 9. I'm 39. Our tastes, very, very different, worlds apart. But a lot of times when I want to spend time with her, I need to find something common for us to watch. So guess what? She's going to tell me what she wants to watch, and I'm going to tell her what I want to watch, and somewhere along the line, we're going to find a compromise. But guess what? That also means that many times when she says, ooh, let's watch this, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm not in the mood. I don't really like that. And it's that simple. If I can do it for movies and I can do it for food, and I can do it for whether we go out or not, or if we stay in the house. Obviously, now we have no choice. Maybe it's the game we want to play, or the book we want to read, or what time we do her homework versus watching movies. We all work on compromises at the moment. Why not do it where it counts, where it really means something? I know a lot of you wonder if you're actually ever going to meet the one, that one true love that you're meant to have. Well, guess what? The more you deny how you feel, the more you keep quiet about what's right and what's not right in your life, the more you try to avoid these uncomfortable conversations, the further and further away you get from the one. Let's say you wanted to go speed dating, right? You sit in a room and there are like 20 tables of people and you just skip from one table to the next because that is the point of a speed date. To eliminate as many people who are not suitable for you as possible, in as quick a time as possible. But imagine that, but over the course of a lifetime. You're meant to meet people, absolutely. but you're not meant to love every one of them. You're not meant to be in a relationship with every one of them. And guess what? The only way that happens, that you don't end up in a relationship with every one of them, is if you learn to say no for yourself. You can't control what other people think. You can't control what other people do. But you damn sure can tell them where the line is and whether or not you're going to allow them to cross it. It's one thing to say, haha, that's okay, but I don't really like that, haha, LOL, all that stuff. When you say things like that, it's taken as a joke. It's not really serious. It's not putting your foot down. It's not telling the other person, hey, I'm not okay with this. LOL. That nervous laughter does nothing but confuse the other person. And no, people do not get subtle. People do not understand hints. Tell them plainly. Yeah, okay, you can leave pictures of, what you want for Christmas all over the house. Why can't you say, hey, you know what? I would really love this for Christmas. And maybe give them a couple of things that you'd love for Christmas and let them surprise you. If you can do it about material things, why can't you do it about your feelings? Why can't you tell people, hey, I know you're a huggy person and you love hugs and stuff, but I am not comfortable with physical touch. I would really love it if you would do this instead. We're really good about telling people don't do this. But what about if you could give them an alternative? What else could they do instead to show that they're loving or affectionate towards you? Let's say you're not a physical person. Maybe you love gift giving instead. Maybe they can learn to pay attention to what you like and don't like so they can give you gifts. And then you know that they love you and they know that they love you because you all both suddenly speak the same language. This is what I mean by being able to name the problem. Name your feelings. Name the problem. Call it what it is. Call the devil out by its name so you know where to start working. It's not easy, I get it. You want some help? Hit me up. You want a couple exercises or like a PDF or like a journal, like something like an exercise that might help you flesh this out? Let me know. I'll create it for you. But in the meantime, you know where to find me. Y'all stay cool. I love you. Bye.